and take some pictures of our just finished renovation. So we'll take you a quick walk around the outside this morning. We'll show you the inside later after the cleaners completely finish everything off. So what you can see is we actually started with the original house at the front here. We raised it in the back, pushed it out on the sides, put a deck on that side, and built a full-size garage with a loft in the back. So it was a major renovation. A lot of underpinning work, a lot of foundation work here, and you know, in the end, you can see what we end up with. We don't like to leave a renovation looking like an old house. What we have now is we have a new looking house that's built around the bones of the old house. Now we have a few things left to take care of. In fact, the owners are painting the trim, so you can see that's the one thing that's not done, but all of our stuff is done here. Fence just went in yesterday. We actually reused the owner's old fence panels, so we put those up with new posts. We laid out the gardens, and I showed you how we laid out the gardens with our spray paint and our rope to make sure that we got them all right, and you can see how they just look great and curve around into that corner so we can get into the hose bib and put just some bare basic plants in for the homeowners. They want to do a Japanese style, so what we're going to do is we're going to just allow them to fill these gardens in, but we got a few plants in to get them going. Into the back here, this is I love this part here. They've got this fantastic deck. The yard here is just absolutely fantastic. Love this lot. So it's a cul-de-sac lot, which means it's narrow in the front, as you just saw, and it's nice and big and wide in the back. So exterior, we've got shakes, hardy shakes. We have a pine soffit up top. We have a wood in the bottom of this deck here that's on all of our decks called the Ipe wood. It's just an absolutely beautiful stuff. And we've got this great yard space. We use tumbled pavers, like a Roman style tumbled paver, through the grounds here to give them a nice step down to a place for a table, maybe a outdoor living area, some couches. It's a really popular thing. We have a lot of our clients now doing couches outside so we can have dinners and entertain outside as well as inside. The house itself, as you can see, it's not a huge house, but it's big enough that we've designed it for them that they can really make use of all the space in the house. So there's no dead rooms, there's no places that they're not going to be using. So yeah, there's that great deck. 2 skylights in the deck too, because it really makes a big difference as far as lighting goes out here. And we've got it wired in for infrared heaters. Still, as you can see, some paint to come from the homeowners. Out to the back, you can see our garage. We've got parking across the back of the garage. You can see there's our trailer back there, one of the trailers from the neighborhood back there. Owner's car is kind of halfway in, and more Ipe wood deck back here, just one step down, so we don't need a protective railing for this one. Not sure what color the owners are going to paint the doors yet. We always like to paint our doors a bit of a color, maybe a burgundy red or a blue or something like that. We'll see. And in the back here, we put a tree in. And we've set up a little garden for them. They have 2 kids, and even though a lot of times they don't ask for it, but we talk to them about it and we suggest that this would be a really great thing if you have kids and you're moving in. This is a good time of year to plant some tomatoes and get some plants in the garden, and they can have a really fun time gardening. And even if they don't use it, it's a spot that we've got a tree in for them, and we can always turn it over into something else if they like. But we talked to them about this. They like the idea, and maybe we'll come back for some fresh salad out of the garden. Other than that, we cut in some more gardens back here. Left space for another tree in the back. The cities are requiring them to put in 4 trees, so we've got 1, 2, another one in the front, so that's 3, and then the 4th one will go there when they choose what kind of tree they're going to put in. But that's it for now. It's a beautiful morning. Came by and just to catch this great light. Great house. Love the windows in this house. Love the outdoor living in this house. You know, it's not the normal renovation that you see where it's just kind of boxed onto a house. It's a real kind of concept that we've gone with here, and man, I really like it. It's not the way that everyone does it, it's the way we like to do it, and it sure turned out great. The owners can't wait to get in. That'll hopefully be tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Show you the inside next.